What's up guys, and welcome to RC Cincy. Today I'm going to do the unboxing and overview of this particular product. Don't worry guys, the previous video I unboxed, it's basically its competitor, and honestly it was raining that day so I couldn't do the video. So the battery's on the charger right now as we speak. It should be done by the time I get done doing this video, and then we'll take it out there, we'll drift, have some fun, and then we'll charge this one up, and then we'll do basically the same thing. It's gonna have its own separate video, obviously, but it's nice. And then the full comparison videos coming, modding videos, tons of other stuff. So anyways, let's get to this particular product. This is the Wltoys. It looks like the k969. I already did the video for this, and like I had issues with the file, like it corrupted or it was like being silly, so I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't upload or anything. So sorry, it's already been unboxed. I actually was going to do a full unboxing just like the other one. So just really quickly, it does have a piece of cardboard on here. You can tear it off and see what product you got. It also has a check mark by it. This is the one we got, the 969. I did own the k989. Really quickly, the difference between these two is this comes with drift wheels and a solid diff. Like they don't spin, it doesn't have a differential, so you can spin different variable rates on each side. This one did. So this is more of a track car. This is more of a drift car, hence why it came with drift tires on it. This had more kind of grippy, more like rally style, I guess, track car, right? So I like that one. That's a great car. I highly recommend that. I actually have a mod series if you want to check that out on this channel. So anyways, because of this nice handle, I guess you could put it back in here and carry it that way. That's not a bad way to store it, right? It just shows really quickly that it has, 2.4 gigahertz. It has suspension. It has tires, metal frames, transmitter, motor, servo, battery, charger. So that's really, really nice. Just showing you the other different style. It does have ball bearings. That's very, very impressive for the price point. It is more expensive than the previous vehicle. The previous vehicle is extremely cheap, but that doesn't mean anything. I want to see which one can drift better, and then after mods, and then the final versus, or then which one can drift better out of the box per se, right? So get the other one out of the box, charge it, drift it. Get this one out of the box, charge it, drift it. See which one does better. Do a versus, and then mods later to maybe make either one of them better. So that's plenty to come. So that's the box you get. Let's set this out of the way. Excuse me. First thing we're going to go over is what you get in the first little bag. So it was like basically these little gears. These are, this one's these two look like pinion, and this one looks like, all these look like pinions, and this one looks like a spur gear. You can change the different teeth. Obviously, the more teeth, the higher top speed. The less teeth, the faster acceleration. So that is cool that you can set that up depending what you want, like a track style car, more of a open, longer track, or shorter track that needs better acceleration but lower top speed. So that's nice. You can set that up. Spares are always nice. I like that a lot. You get a very, very nice manual. It not only does it have, like, your basic troubleshooting, how to charge it, just like every other manual, but the part that I like the most that really emphasizes how this is hobby grade is a full pages of complete assembly. Like this was a kit, so you can fix every little thing. You can get parts, upgrades, hop-up kits. It's blown up, so it shows you every single way to assemble everything on this vehicle from start to finish. If you have to disassemble something, if you have to fix something, something's not working right, you crashed it and you replace. It has every single part of the car showing how it's properly disassembled and assembled. I absolutely love that. And then finally, At the end, it has a full parts list that I did not see on the other one. That is absolutely incredible. So this is what makes it entry-level hobby grade. The other one, it's I would consider more toy grade, but it is fun. It's amazing. I'm not knocking it, but this is what I would consider entry-level hobby grade, right? Affordable hobby grade. So let's put that manual to the side. Next thing you get, oh wow, did my batteries just get done charging? Yes, they did. Perfect. Great timing. Okay, let's put the one that you don't get with it to the side. So as far as the different ones you can get, so the one I got comes with 2 batteries, right? You get one with 1 battery. That is a sale on the one with 2 batteries. That's the one I got. Everything will be linked in the description. I'll show you everything, right? So what's cool about this charger is it does 2,000 milliamps per hour. That's amazing. So you can charge a relatively large battery with this charger in a reasonable amount of time. USB, which I love. You can use it pretty much for every kind of known plug. Like, you know, laptop has it. Charger bricks has it. Rechargeable storage banks has it. So you have lots and lots of options. It charges by the balance port, which I absolutely love. It's the safest ways of charging is balance charging. It's slow, but it's safe. Absolutely love. The output's kind of high, surprisingly, for the size of battery. I'm kind of surprised on it, but I guess it can handle it if they gave it to you, right? And then the batteries themselves are 2-cell, 7.4 volt, 20C, 400 milliamp. There we go, 400 milliamp. And then I opted to get 2. They have JFT connector, but ironically, you don't even use this. You use the balance port to connect it to the cards. I know it's weird, but the nice part is there are other stuff that you can use this, like my boat can use this connector. So that's really nice. I could link these together and have 800 milliamps. Or, you know, in parallel, I could have, what do you call it, 800 milliamps of 2-cell, or you could do series and have 4S, 400 milliamps. So lots of options there. Of course, you need a connector to do that. But anyways, that's nice that there's 2 batteries. 1 charger, of course. Then I'm going to try to go through this a little bit faster than before. I don't want it to be such a long video. The transmitter, I tell you what, guys. It's probably the nicest entry-level hobby grade or toy grade. Nicest toy grade, period. I tell you that now. Love it. And check that out. Fully proportional front and back. It's not clicky. See how you hear no click when I move that? It tells you it's full proportional. Same thing with the throttle. It doesn't click. You got plenty of turning radius. Nice foam grip there. The antenna, 2.4 gigahertz technology. Off and on switch with the noise. You got your throttle trim and your steering trim. Throttle trim, I'll show you why it's important here in a little bit and set up and other things. Only requires 4 AA's, and I'll tell you what, I've had this transmitter before in 3 other products. I had it in the K8 or K989, the rally car one, the greenish rally car one. Amazing range. I also have it on the Wltoys 12428. Incredible range as well. So these are pretty darn good ranges. Like I said, I like the way it feels. It feels good in your hand. It's pushing it. This is what's gonna suck, is I'm not gonna be able to drive it one-handed. So I'm gonna need my fiance to help me do the video. And then the vehicle itself, it is slammed. This is, actually has the Porsche logo, so it's not knockoff, like maybe they licensed it, I don't know. But it says Fast and Furious on it. That's hilarious. I don't know why they have to feel like they have to put all these stickers and brandings all over it. Like, if they just left this like a clean little Porsche, maybe did like a 2-tone or whatever, this one looks so much better. It drives me nuts. You can see that there's still the, see the little plastic around the edges, so the little clear coat plastic thing over Lexan body still on there. You get little metal hobby grade clips, which I love, not the little cheap plastic ones. But these are extremely easy to lose. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When I had my other vehicle, I actually bought a bunch of parts for it, did a bunch of mods. But one of the first things I bought was extra clips for that reason. Let's pull the clips off. You could technically do a light kit on this, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. The body's okay, you know. Actually, you can fit mini Z bodies. That's one of the advantages of this car right here. You can fit all these mini Z bodies, like Skyline, GTR, as long as the clearance, you know, for this is not one of those like low whatever bodies, like as long as the standard body like this, somewhat similar to this, it can fit a lot of the Mini Z bodies on there. And that gives you a crazy amount of bodies. That's what I love about this car. Just endless parts, like Mini Z parts, will fit on this. This has a wider wheelbase, so the little dog bones or whatever, the couplers are a little bit longer. But as long as you keep that in mind, everything else will fit right on this thing. It's crazy to me how many parts you can get, right? So, really quickly, let's go over the car because I don't want to spend... I'm trying to cut down the size of the videos, so excuse me. But I'm going to try to cover everything. Foam bumper, I absolutely like that for impact, helps protect the body. Metal frame, anodized, the screws are set in, so they're not going to rub or get damaged. Looks like a 120 motor, brushed. You can't even get brushless for this. Looks like it has, look at all that, 1, 2, 3. I mean, it looks like double wishbone. Is that? I don't know. It's just a really nice suspension. These are not oil filled because they're so small. I mean, you can get true oil filled ones like this, but these are just coilovers, but they work well. You can adjust them. They got little clips in there that you can push in and pull out to remove the tension on the spring, depending what you want. The body mounts can go up and down. That's hence why you can change the bodies. Same for the front and back. These little things, you get metal ones that you can actually turn and adjust so you can get like camber and everything in it. Nice spot for the battery to this plastic thing, and then you have two metal clips that hold it on. Perfect. Let me see what else. The drive shaft itself is all metal. The dog bones right here is metal. The couplers, inside the couplers look like it's metal, ball bearings. And then this side of the coupler is plastic. So the wheel side is metal, this side is plastic. The gears inside are probably most likely plastic, I can tell you that right now. You can see that the pinion gear is metal, and then the spur gear is, where is it at? Plastic. It's not bad for this size and this much power. It can handle, plastic can handle it. The only thing with plastic is when they pour it, they have like little bits and pieces on it, and it can cause the drivetrain to be real sticky and stiff. It doesn't roll. That's one of the biggest issues with these, and I had to actually modify mine and work on mine, and I did like a whole mod series on this, and I'm probably gonna do the same thing on this thing. I can tell you that right now, because it's amazing. Looks like looks like plasticky or hard plasticky wheels. They are glued on the rims. These are the Mini Z rims, style rims. Like there's like a circle with like a little tiny line almost cut out in it. So these rims will fit on a Mini Z, and Mini Z wheels would fit on this. Just to let you know. It is all-wheel drive, and the diffs, see how you can't spin them in different directions? See that? See how it stops? That's not differential like the normal one. The normal one, my other one, you could spin them the other way. This one you can't. It's a locked. So I absolutely love that because locked differentials are better for drifting, and the front is the same exact way. So this will be better for drifting. The all-in-one receiver. So this is all-in-one. This is a 2-in-1. This is the ESC and receiver. 2.4 gigahertz receiver. It does have a bind plug, but it has to be the Wltoys protocol. So you might see like the Wltoys like bigger controller and then a couple other controllers like that. You can bind them to those. It has to be a certain protocol. Or if you have a fancy controller that has like the jumper box that has all the protocols or a bunch of protocols on it, and you happen to have the correct protocol for Wltoys, you're golden. You can do that. It has a bind plug. The motor's really nice. It just plugs into the side of here, so you can easily upgrade that. Like I told you, it plugs up through the balance port to turn on. It does have an off and on switch right next to the motor plug. Right there is the off and on switch. What I like is it uses a hobby grade servo. So see, it's a 3-prong servo, so that's just slid in. That's just like a little micro servo. You can't upgrade those to like digital or all metal ones that perform better, have more power. That's what I love about this car. Everything is upgradable. You get a completely hop-up kit. You can get the differential case metal, the gears metal, these, the wishbone, everything metal, couplers, this side of the coupler metal. You can get basically even the battery holder metal, even the mounts metal, like even the shocks metal. Like you can get basically any hop-up kit you get for Mini Z, you can also get for this. That's what makes this so unique. They're zippy, they're powerful, they're fast. I've never had one drift or that has drift before. Whenever I go this side all the way over, like it has a hard time. Oh my goodness, I thought I broke it. I popped it off. I need to not force that, okay? I need to not force that. Thank goodness it popped off and not broke. You get those metal. What else? Looks like it has like a little spring, like servo saver on it, so it's keeping me from pushing it back. I'm just gonna turn it on to do that. What else? I think I covered everything in a reasonable amount of time. Holy smokes. Let's just quickly turn that on, get a battery, plug it in, turn it on. Look at that, immediately straighten itself out. Don't force it, guys, you'll break it. Give it a little throttle of steering and it automatically locks on. Let me show you that it is proportional. Watch the steering, guys, with me. Same with the throttle. So it is proportional. Like I said, you can tell it's the stickiness, because how you know your drivetrain is sticky? Put it up on something and just trim the throttle. Watch this. Throttle trim, watch. 1 beat. See how it's not spinning? 2 beats, barely. 3, 4, 5, 6. The solid beep is that it's balanced. See how you're not hearing it? So it does have brakes, so it has gas, it has brake, and then you hit it again, reverse. So if you just tap it once, it just hits the brakes. The bad part about not rolling, see that? Like, I know these don't get as grippy, create as much drag, but it's very hard. So that's bad, because you have to just comes to a stop. You don't want that. So that's the #1 pet peeves. It was the same thing with the other one. I had to literally I had 2 options. I could literally take it all apart, clean all the grease off. Make sure you have grease, of course. Take a little, like a sharp razor knife, and clean up all the excess plastic. Make sure they're all cleaned up. Re-grease it. See if it spins. If it doesn't, get a replacement differentials. It's usually the differentials, but you have to make sure you get a solid one, or lock them yourself with either glue or hot glue, like I did for my Red Cat. It worked. That Red Cat has a 540, really powerful motor with a high output lipo, and it could not break that glue in there because the gears couldn't turn, right? So let's put the battery in here so it's not dangling down. But I gotta watch how long I make this video. So very easy, you just put it, I recommend putting the battery, let me see if it'll reach this way, right? Nope. So you have to put the battery facing this way, just like so. So you slide it in there. And you take your cover, put it on the way that looks best. You want it to look nice and clean, you know. Boom, put your battery cover on. Looks like there's a couple holes. Make sure you put it in the tightest one just to keep the battery from sliding around and moving on you. Grab one of the clips and then start putting them in. First hole, boop, boop. You want to put it through. Bam, that one. And then let's go ahead and do this one real quickly. Made it pop off. Hold on 1 second. So we'll slide this one through. These are easy to pop off, especially if you wreck. You'll probably pop and lose these clips. It's the only bummer part about them. I'm thinking about like let's say we got 2 clips or whatever by each other, like the body. I'm thinking about getting like a thin like metal wire or like really strong sewing thread, and then like tying them together at the length you need, and tying them together real tight, and then cutting the rest off, making a nice little tight knot. And that way, if you lose one, you lose the other, and they kind of hang together, you kind of see them better. Did I turn it off? Oh, I unplugged it. So then you take your battery, you plug it in. Let's turn it off for a second, and then you have this one. Make sure you tuck this one through the loop, and then face it back that way. You gotta make sure the wires are not in the way of the steering. And that's happened a lot. So I double loop it is what I do. And pull it back this way. And pull it away, see? You want to get away from that steering bar. So your steering has no problem. I'm hoping I could, when I drift, I break that in and it spins better and it gets those grease turning in there. It's just a sticky not differential, but sticky drivetrain. That I noticed that immediately. But other than that, it's got a lot of power. This one's 7.4 volts. The other little car's only 3.7. But that power and everything, I've seen $70, $80 drift cars drift as good as a $400 one. Like, depends on your setup, how good you are, a lot of factors. You see they're almost kind of cambered in a little bit, right? I don't know if these plastics, see these ones you can't adjust. Like, that's just the way it's set up. Same thing here, they made a pre-adjusted length. And we're just gonna have to stick with it. It works okay, there's nothing wrong with it. For the mod series, I did a few mods on this, and I kind of showed each day like what mods I did. It's not a bad idea to do those mods. Like I said, I can't touch anything on this. The first thing is to get out of the box performance, get a video for each one individually, then do a versus, and then a mod, and then a versus again, see if it improved, if any of them improved. So that's the main thing. The main thing is you have fun. If you, this one was a lot more. This one's more expensive. Probably the lines are double. That one's like 24 something, plus with shipping another $5. That one's about under 30. The thing is, everyone asks for the Amazon links for that particular one or this one, and it's more expensive on Amazon. Yes, you wait 10 days on Banggood, but Amazon, that one is $39.99 plus taxes on that. You're looking at $43. I paid $24.99 plus like $4 for shipping. So I paid like $28, $29. If you're willing to pay an extra $11, I guess, to get it in 2 days, that's the way you gotta look at it. And it wasn't the same exact one. It was a clone of a clone, but they're basically the same thing. I seen the cones, I saw the battery, everything is the same thing. It is the same thing. It's just maybe a different body, which is cool having options for colors and bodies. I like the options, right? So this one, like I said, you can put the mini Z bodies. This is how it comes. This is how we're gonna rock it right out of the box. We're gonna do one battery, and some news and update for the other one. I should share it for the other one, but remember, if you watch the video, oh, I threw it in there. If you watch the video, see, you don't even need a screw. I just like using the door. I don't have to get the screw out every time. Remember the video, the battery I removed from the boat? The boat was the red Hyper Toy company. The boat came with a 700 milliamp 3.7 volt battery. Well, guess what? You know the battery that I can no longer charge because I don't have a charger for? The blue one that came with the same exact connector? I removed that connector and put on this battery. So this battery is 3.7 volt Li-ion, the same as the battery I'm charging in the other room, but the one in the other room is 500. This one is 700. So now we have two batteries for this, and we have two batteries for that, so we could truly compete. We have the 700 one and the 500 one. I think that's a 500 one. I don't remember what size that one is. But the cool part is, it's got two batteries now too. And I'm not saying, and these batteries right here, the 14s whatever, this one is a 1450. You can get these all day long. These are like e-cigarette batteries. What I did is solder the two wires on each point, you know, to connect it, and that's it. And then having one that can charge at that voltage, 3.7 volts line. I actually have I think my hobby grade one can charge this battery. I'm not 100% sure, but I would need this stupid connector. But I did this connector because look, that's the connector that's on the car, right? So that's cool. Now I have two batteries. If you happen to have that boat and you did the conversion kit, guess what? And you have this, you can do that. But you know, so yeah. So here's the car, guys. I wanted to drift it yesterday. Oh, it looks like the sun's coming out. It was raining. I don't want to ruin a product and not make it, and the ground being wet is going to affect the way it performs. It's going to make it easier to drift. It's not going to be fair compared to you putting it on dry ground. So I don't want any of those variables in there. I want it to just have fun. The cool part is on this one that you're going to see, you guys are going to see the video on. You're going to see the video on this one as well, is that I can drive this one-handed. So I can shoot this one myself. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one out today. But back to this one. Sorry, I kind of mixed things up there. This is a great car, man. I don't like the sticky drivetrain. If it wasn't for the sticky drivetrain, this would almost be a perfect car. But that's going to affect the way it drifts. It's got power. It can brake traction. I'm sure it can drift. This is going to be an interesting battle because that one was pretty good too. From what I could tell, just quickly doing it in my kitchen. I don't know outside how it's going to react or whatever. Luckily, it's and the other day I didn't even have the battery charged up all the way. So this is going to have a link in the description. It's from Banggood. Don't be afraid to buy from Banggood. I've bought many, many things from there. No issues. Takes a little longer, but you get it. And you get good deals. I do believe I got this one for $57 some change with 2 batteries, and then I had to pay the shipping on it. The shipping can get expensive, watch that, and especially if you want to rush it faster. I think I paid, I'm not sure for shipping. I will get the exact details and put them for Cincinnati, Ohio, where I got to ship to, depending on your region. So I'm going to give you all the details for that, the price for the product itself, and then you can figure out the fishing. But I'll give you my price for my area, so it kind of gives you an idea. Maybe cheaper for you, I don't know. I don't know where you live at. So yeah, see, this can unplug, and then you can do whatever servo you want. You can actually get upgraded like ESCs and like brushless ESC setup with a brushless motor. I mean, it's just endless. When I mean endless, it's endless. So yeah, I'm super, super excited, guys. I didn't want to make this video too long. The other day was super, super long. I want to keep it every video under 30 minutes with runtime, with unboxing, with detailed, telling you about every little thing. I want to keep it under 30 minutes. Guys, what makes a huge difference is please watch those quick little videos. You hit skip or whatever. If you see something you like it, buy it. It can only help out. I'm going to try to get in touch with Bango, start getting affiliate links to help the channel out. That way I get more products for you guys, and maybe if they'll start sending us products, I get more to review for you guys and tell you the honest truth if it's worth it to buy it or not, right? That's very, very important. Your hard-earned money means a lot to you, and it means to me because I don't want to sell you something that's no good, right? So those kinds of things help out. You know, the little cards or whatever that pop up, click out of them, whatever, look at them. And then that little stuff helps out. All the subscribers help out. All the comments and thank yous and thumbs up helps out. Any questions or anything, I do my best to respond as quickly as possible to you guys. I truly appreciate you guys as a viewer and as a subscriber and as someone that likes the video or even checks out the channel. So I truly appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this little car. It's cool. I had the other brother that was the separated differential, different tire, different body. That's it. Differential, tire, body. That's the only thing difference between these, right? These are a hoot. They are a lot of fun. They may need a little work. They may not. We'll see how it does out there. That's the true test, is getting out there on the pavement. That's what's going to matter. The other one behaved differently because it was on the track and it needed the differentials because it was making sharp turns around the track and stuff. It was a different use case for it, right? I like that this is metal. I like that it's double framed. I mean, it has its perks. It has this, it has that. I understand that. But what truly matters is price does affect things tremendously. Performance, how easy it is. Do you have to do anything out of the box? Do you just charge it and go with it? You know what I mean? That's what's important. So some folks don't want to sit there and diddle-dally and take apart these fine, tiny little differentials and grease them and lube them, maybe replace them. Like, no one wants to do all that, right? So we're going to see what is the best car out of the box. I love that they came with the extra set of tires with grippy ones and drift ones and cones. So it's going to be an amazing battle. Yeah, this one has more hobby-rated features, but we'll see the comparison truly against each other and how they drift. That's what's going to matter, right? So I know I injected a lot of the other one in this one, but they're going to go hand in hand. It's going to be 24th and 28th scale battles. Then it's going to be the Jada versus the Hellcat versus the other new product that's coming. So it's going to be some mean battles, amazing drift cars, some fun drifting, recommendation, mods, speed test, everything else is still to come. Another flight test for the little jet with no wind. The shark test. I'm super excited for the pond. I'm going to bring an extra boat just in case. We're going to do a versus the blue shark versus the grayish black shark. That one has the light. The two differences, the controller differences, everything kind of difference. The mods I did, the mods I didn't do. So like tons and tons of stuff to come. Please subscribe because it helps out a lot. Please give me a thumbs up. Check out some other videos in the content. It really, really helps the channel out because I spend a lot of money on this channel. I know I'm not going to get it all back. That's not what it's about. It's about introducing you guys to the hobby, showing you guys some cool products that you guys can get to get into the hobby and have a lot of fun. That's what it's mainly about. So hopefully you guys, get into the hobby and just really enjoy it. Join a club. That's a hoot too. So whatever works for you. So I want to thank you guys for watching. The next video after this one is going to be the car drift, and then that's going to be drifting. And then the whole versus thing will start up because I have to wait for the other car for the other three-way battle. So exciting stuff, guys. I'm going to try to get the announcement for the giveaway by February 1st, figure out what it is, and then give it away by the end of February, which is like the 28th. I don't know if it's leap year or not. So, yeah. Super exciting stuff, guys. Tons of other stuff I can't even remember to get into because I always forget stuff. So tons of content, tons of stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.